if you don't play your best, you're susceptible to getting beat.
The kick is blocked! The Browns turn the Packers away!
The focus is on being honest about the tape, learning from that, and then moving on.
It's going to be adverse moments, so it's really just about how you respond.
This is a tough loss. It's one we're just going to have to grow from and bounce back.
The guys in this room, I know you don't come out hungry this next week.
Hey everybody, welcome to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur, presented by Software One. Larry McCarren along with the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And Matt, there's plenty of wouldas, shouldas, and couldas coming out of the Browns game. But bottom line, doesn't it boil down to you got the game-winning field goal blocked with 27 seconds left?
Well, it's never that simple, but certainly as bad as we played in that fourth quarter to put ourselves in a position to go win the game, and then to have that happen was extremely disappointing.
Well, let's talk about some of the precipitating events. After 9 straight regular season games without a pick, Jordan Love throws a costly one. Afterwards, he says, I didn't see the guy. Now, you were a quarterback. That does happen. Doesn't see the guy.
Yeah, and I think it was something that we didn't necessarily anticipate, knowing that Delpit was in man coverage. He fell off his man, passed it. He did a heck of a job and just slid right into the passing window there on that throw to Dontayvion Wicks.
Matt, there were extenuating circumstances to be sure, but the offensive line didn't play well. 5 sacks, I think he averaged 2.6 a carry, just not good enough.
No, we didn't play well enough. Certainly, I don't think we coached well enough either, and could have done things to help put our guys in a better position, whether it's trying to get Jordan out on the edge on some keepers, whether it's throwing some quick screens. That's a pretty formidable defense that Cleveland possesses. Obviously, they got star power, Myles Garrett, but I thought the collective was equally as impressive.
Now, the running game in general this season has gotten off to kind of a slow start. Now teams are loading up the line of scrimmage on you. Is there an answer to that?
Yeah, there's always an answer. It's just you got to find the right answer, and everybody's going to play you a little bit differently each and every week based on their personnel and in terms of what they want to try to take away. The bottom line is we got to come up with a plan as a staff to help maximize our potential, and I think we have a lot more potential in the run game.
14 penalties, that is ultra un-Packer-like. You guys just don't get penalized like that.
Well, we did on Sunday, unfortunately. Yeah, and certainly some of those are going to come in the heat of the battle of just playing the game of football. But the ones that really kill you are kind of the pre-snap and the post-snap penalties. We just can't have them.
After the game, Matt, you said the defense played well enough to win, and it did, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think really when you look at it, our defense gave up 3 points with that interception going down to the 5-yard line, and then certainly the block at the end of the game. Had another penalty on that drive, an offsides penalty. But all in all, I think if we get that type of effort from our defense week in and week out, we'll have a pretty good chance of winning games.
Matt, despite all the warts, I want to run down a situation and see what you think. Okay, the Browns tie it up with 3 minutes to play. And you guys turn around, kickoff return, Savion Williams gives you what you need. Then Romeo Doubs draws the pass interference you need. And then Tucker Kraft gives you the run after catch you need, and you are in field goal position. I thought that stretch of plays said a lot about the grit of your football team.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think any time when the momentum is flipped and you can respond to that in a positive fashion, that's always a promising sign. And our guys didn't flinch. They didn't blink. They kept playing. I thought the kickoff return was big time. Savion got initially stopped on the 32-yard line and carried that pile all the way to the 40-yard line. The big play to Rome was huge, the DPI, and then certainly it was good execution to hit Tucker in the flat on that little bootleg.
Matt, does your job change a lot coming off a loss as opposed to a victory? You've had a lot more practice at the ladder.
No, I don't think so. I think it's always about learning, and you got to take a hard look at your process and what you're doing to try to put your guys in the best position possible so they can go out there and perform their best. And certainly it's disappointing coming off of a loss, but I think win or lose, you got to be honest about the situation. You got to assess it honestly. Everybody's got to take the constructive criticism, the coaching, and you got to learn from it and move on.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, 4.5 sacks in 3 games. Rashan Gary is next.
It's an honor and privilege to be the captain. That's something I always work for. Now I have the opportunity, man. It's just really understanding it's the standard over everything. That's the fun part because I'm coming to work with guys that's really focused on doing their job so we come together as 111th.
Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. Nicolay Law, the law firm winning for Wisconsin. Amplify Health by Bellin and by Johnsonville. Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Brew Pub, lots of matzo pizza.
Flacco under pressure. Down he goes. Rashan Gary.
Rashan, in Cleveland, defensively, you guys played well enough to win, but you did not win. How do you process that?
And the Packers fall for the first time this season.
Games like that where you're playing strong for a little bit over 3/4 of the game and you feel like, you have it in your way. Going to the game, understanding, they got a good defense in Cleveland, knowing that we have a good defense here. And that's what separates, especially having a tough game like that. We got to find a way to get the ball out. But that's really what it comes down to, and that's something that we're going to take care of.
These are the 2 leading defenses in the NFL, and they are as advertised.
You guys were playing real well defensively at the end of last season, but I think you've raised it to a whole nother level in 2025.
This year, too, being the coach staff defense, just understanding how we finished last year and just understanding the standard and what we're coming into this year and what we can do. So far, we've been playing solid, but there's still a lot of room to improve and get better at. And that's the fun part because I'm coming to work with guys that's really focused on doing their job so we come together as 111th. Speak the same language, understanding how offenses want to attack us. That's something that all 11 on defense know. So we stay to that, man. We're really brewing up something special.
The practice. There are times when you guys are doing drills and you will either say to the group or an individual, that's not good enough, let's do it again. And I think you take your leadership role very seriously.
We all starters, that's what I tell the guys, because you don't know, it's football, anything can happen, one play away. So you have to stay in the opportunity, you have to try to maximize it when you do get the opportunity, and you just have to lock in.
Rashan Flacco under pressure immediately. Down he goes. Rashan Gary.
It's an honor and privilege to be the captain. That's something I always work for. Now I have the opportunity, man, and just really understand it's the standard over everything. We got something special here, so I'm just trying to make sure that I do my part, and that's coming to play first to fourth down, whatever they need me to do, and do it at a high level. But just what we got brewing here, man, I'm just so focused on that.
What's up, bro? How you doing? Good. What's going on, bro? How you doing, bro?
Good,
Yep.
good.
What's going on, bro? Go back. Here we go. It's time. It's time. Let me see that water. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me see that. You can't get one today. It's on the way. It's on the way. Yeah. on, Bull. My bad. You ready to go back, Bull? Hey, this is gonna be important for us. It's 2 minutes.
Hey, go eat.
Let's do it.
Go eat.
Yep.
Flacco going deep, and it's intercepted. Xavier McKinney with his first pick of the season.
Come on.
Welcome back. This week's Chalk Talk is brought to you by Network Health. When you're watching a game and the opponent of your team has a 1st and goal at the 1, you're assuming they'll punch it in, right? Well, not necessarily. Not against the Packers defense. 1st and goal at the 1, the Packers are in their goal line personnel. That's 6 defensive linemen, 1, 2, 3, 4 linebackers, and a single defensive back. It is a whole different animal. At the snap of the ball, the first thing to notice is the entire Packer defensive line stepping with the same foot in the same direction at the same time. That is attention to detail. The next thing to note, the entire Packer defensive line is playing the game on the brown side of the line of scrimmage. And the best example of that is right here, Kingsley Enagbare. Watch him just abuse David Njoku. Now, from the Browns side of things, they are actually faking the run. And what they're hoping, everybody's playing run, and then one of these 2 eligible receivers can get open downfield and in the end zone for a touchdown. But watch the way the Packers play it. First of all, Xavier McKinney. Watch his coverage. Watch his alertness. He is ready, and he's all over that man. Now, watch young Tyron Hopper. He respects the run, takes care of his responsibility, then recognizes what's going on, spins out, and he's all over the other eligible receiver. Flacco has nowhere to go with the football, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Next play, the Browns do run the ball, but the Packers are still winning up front. In particular, Enagbare and Carl Brooks. They have penetrated into the Browns' backfield, forcing the ball to get bounced to the outside, and now it's up to the Packer linebacker. Isaiah McDuffie, he beats his blocker. Edgerrin Cooper, he plays now you see me, and now you don't. And Isaiah, Edgerrin, Quay Walker, and JJ all stopped that play for nothing. But the Browns got a penalty away from the action. They're going back to the 16. Now the Packers go to their standard nickel defense, and that means Micah Parsons, and he does the Micah Parsons. Stab with the left hand, then the rip, then the bend around the corner, and the hit on the quarterback. Flacco getting rid of it quickly into the flat, and the Packers are in hot pursuit. Javon Bullard, Quay Walker, and when they arrive in a bad mood. The Browns lose 4. On a set of downs that began with 1st and goal at the 1, the Browns settled for a 35-yard field goal. Like the man said, the Packer defense played well enough to win. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Network Health, your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, Software One, and by Fox Communities Credit Union.
Cancer affects almost all of us. Obviously, anyone who's dealt with a family member or a loved one experiencing something like that, it hurts to see them deteriorate, and it hurts to see them lose who they once were. Cancer has touched all of us, and so it's important to spread the awareness, spread the knowledge of screening. Just continue to do the best we can, whether you're someone who's been personally affected or not.
Oh, cool.
I think that as a member of the Packers, that it's our duty to continue to support causes like these, given that we have such a platform.
You too, thank you very much.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The Packers and Amplify Health by Bellin are featuring an exclusive hat for Packers versus Cancer. Join the fight today and help the Vince Lombardi Cancer Foundation. Visit PackersProShop.com. Welcome back, Matt. I want to ask you about a few game changers and difference makers of an unsung variety. First of all, tight end John Fitzpatrick. A couple of catches, one for a touchdown. He also blocks. John is just a football player.
He certainly is. He does a great job, and the more opportunities he's gotten, the better he's done. So that was encouraging to see. He scored his first career touchdown on the keeper play down at the goal line, and he just did a good job of continuing to work for Jordan, working off schedule. But I love Fitz's makeup. He always approaches the game the right way, and he does a lot of the dirty work for us.
Another guy who I think qualifies as just a good football player is Isaiah McDuffie. 5 tackles in 22 snaps, 1 for a loss. Also had a tackle on special teams. Whenever he's in there, he just makes plays.
He certainly does. We love him. He is a glue guy for us. There's a reason he was voted a captain by his teammates, is because he's always going to do the right thing and give you the maximum amount of effort each and every day.
Lots of talk about Micah Parsons, of course, and Rashan Gary, but let's not forget about Lucas Van Ness. A couple hits on the quarterback, about a half dozen pressures. He was a force out there.
Yeah, Lucas is getting better and better the more he plays. So we're fortunate. He's really starting to come into his own, and he's got to continue to grow.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, the last word from the coach. Don't go away. The Last Word with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Nicolay Law, the law firm winning for Wisconsin. Time for the last word from the coach. And Matt, this week you head to Dallas, and that marks the return of Micah Parsons from whence he came. Now, it's sure to be some kind of circus. Will you talk to him about that and get him prepared for what's ahead this week?
Not necessarily. I think he'll do a good job with that, and it's really about the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys. I know our guys will be excited for this game. It's a primetime game, and certainly Dallas has a lot to prove as well, just coming off a tough defeat versus the Chicago Bears.
Thank you, Matt. Best of luck in Dallas, and thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.